Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I created this really nice kind of bronze brown daytime look or even nighttime look. This video is sponsored by Deck of Scarlet and I'm so happy to be working with them again. So if you guys would like to see how I achieved let me stop. If you guys would like to see how I achieved this nice glowy look, then keep on watching. So first I do want to say that this video is sponsored by Deck of Scarlet. I work with them almost every month. I love working with them. So here is the box for the month of May, and this palette is with Wesley Benjamin Carter, and I actually met him in LA at a event. I forgot what event it was. I don't know if it was a BoxyCharm event or it was some event I went to in LA. And I opened this palette today, y'all, and let me just say, I was really excited to use it. Like, the colors in this palette are beautiful, so springy, perfect for the springtime that is here now or coming up. And I'm loving this shade right here, this bronze shade, and this right here, I'm excited. I'm most likely going to use that as a blush. So in this palette, like normally, you have these two shades down here that you can use like as a blush, your highlighter, then you have these shades as your eyeshadows, things like that, or highlighters, whatever you want to do. And then you also have two lip shades. And like I said in my previous videos that are sponsored with Deck of Scarlet, this is a monthly subscription. You sign up for $29.95 each month, get a full-size palette or some sort of kit that they had. Like one time they had like a lip kit, things like that. So I will leave everything down in the description below about the palette, where you can purchase it, the link to check out Deck of Scarlet and things like that. And for your first time signing up with Deck of Scarlet, you do get 30% off of your first month's palette. So I think that's an awesome deal. But let's just jump into this makeup tutorial. I'm excited. So guys, my skin right now is literally glowing. It just looks so hydrated, and that's because I used this Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask, and this was my very first time using it. And I was putting it on like with a brush, a flat brush, or that wasn't a good one. I went ahead and applied it with a flat brush, and I was like, it's kind of like lotion, it feels like. So I kind of read the instructions more, and it says that you're supposed to put it on with your fingers, but I don't really like to use my fingers to put on face masks. So it said you could like rub it in your skin pretty much, and it says it's a no rinse mask. So I was like, okay, let me just rub it in. And I rubbed it in, and it was like so moisturizing. I didn't like wash it off, nothing. I didn't even apply any of my regular moisturizers because it just gave me all the moisture that I needed. And it also says you can use it under your makeup, so that's what I'm gonna do today. All right, so for primer, I'm going to be going in with my favorite primer right now, and it is the Milk Hydro Primer. And y'all, this keeps my makeup stuck to my face. Like, my makeup literally is going nowhere with this primer. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm going in with the NARS foundation, the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm going in with two shades. I'm going in with the shade Barcelona, which is the lighter shade. Then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade in the shade Tahoe and just mix these together to try to get my shade. Okay, so now that the foundation is on, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 310. Lately, I've really been applying a lot of concealer, and I kind of have been liking that highlighted look. Nothing crazy, but more than what I would normally go for, and I actually really like it. And this concealer I'm obsessed with. Like, when I first tried it, wasn't a big fan of it. Like, it didn't give me what I normally look for in makeup. Like, it didn't give me that feeling like, oh my gosh, I love this, like I'm gonna use it. I know when I like a product because I use the product pretty much every time I do my makeup. And when I don't use a product pretty much every time I do my makeup, then I'm like, it's not really for me. Like, for me, it's really hard to switch up products because I just love them so much, and it just gives me that look I want. And each time it gives me that look I want. So lately I've been loving this concealer. I do let it sit because it definitely gives me that coverage that I look for under my eye. I want complete full coverage. Like, I don't want to see my little beauty marks. I don't want to see no purpleness, redness, nothing. And this actually does it for me, and this shade is perfect for me. And also I think that this sponge really helps too. And for those that keep asking me in my comments, this sponge is from Target. It's about $7, I believe, and it's literally bomb. Like bomb, so soft. I love it. Like, my face is looking so good right now. This foundation with this concealer, because the concealer is like kind of semi-matte, I believe, so it goes really well with the NARS foundation because it's really luminous and on the dewy side. I'm taking my sponge like this because sometimes it kind of leaves like a line where you blended in your concealer, and I don't like to bring it down here, so I just go ahead and take the part I blended my foundation in and just get around like any edges where it's kind of not blended in all the way. So there's that. Now I need to do my eyebrows. You guys know I just clean them up, so I'm gonna just do this part off camera and then come back and finish the rest. All right, so my brows are done. Now I'm going to cream contour with my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. Love this stuff so much. So I feel like I want it to be just a little bit more highlighted. So I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Concealer in the shade Nugget. And I'm just going to place a little bit under my eye, just like so. Just because I just want it a little bit more highlighted. And I'm taking the same sponge. All right, so you guys see that definitely highlighted it up just how I wanted it. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder, and this is Matte About You. So I'm gonna take this powder and use this to set my face. And instantly it gives me that matte look I'm going for, as if I used like all matte products, which it doesn't give me that matte type of look where I'm looking dry. And then just taking my brush to go ahead and wipe it away and kind of press it into the skin. So you guys know I've been obsessed with the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm just going, not highlight, well, I've been obsessed with that too. I'm a bit obsessed with the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and this is in Gal. I believe someone was telling me how to pronounce it, but I forgot. All right, so I now have my bronzer on. I need to go ahead and go in with blush, and I'm going to be taking the palette, and I'm going to be using the shade right here, this pink one, very lightly because it seems very vibrant, and it is in the shade Candy Bloom. It's so pretty though. Like, it gives you that nice rosy pink to your cheeks. Okay, so now I need to go ahead and kind of set everything into my skin, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Spray, and y'all, this smells so good, and it just leaves your skin looking bomb. Ooh, it just smells like coconuts, and like you should be on the beach with a pina colada. Ooh, it smells so good, and I just love the way that it sprays out. When I got this, I was like, oh, it's pretty much the same bottle as the MAC, but hey, to each its own, and it's bomb. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm just going to be using this bronze shade right here. I'm gonna apply that all over my lid to give me like that really just pretty bronzy type of look. Actually, I think I'm gonna go in with like a brown shade on my eyes first though. I'm actually going to use a palette. I believe this is last month's Depth of Scarlet palette, and I'm going to be using this shade in this palette called Cocoa, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. I'm gonna use that shade Cocoa to kind of just warm up the eye. so I went ahead and applied that shade all over my lids. Nothing too much because I didn't want it to kind of take away from that kind of bronzy look I'm going for. So now I'm just going to take this random flat brush that I have and apply this bronze brown shade. What I really did, I didn't apply it all on the lid. I kind of just did like a half cut crease in a way, and then I didn't bring it all the way down to the ends of my eyes. I just kind of really made sure I blended it in to where it really blended in nice and smoothly. I'm going to take the other side of the brush and I'm going to be using the shade called Cashmere and putting that on my inner corner. Actually, that brush is not going to work. The pigments in these palettes, y'all, get me every time how good of the pigment is. I love it. Okay, so now I need to move on to highlight, and I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time. Don't want too much. Oh, it just smells so good. My highlight, I'm actually going to mix Cashmere and this kind of yellow gold highlight shade called Firefly together and see what kind of highlight we come up with. I wanted to use this brush, but it's not working. So I'm just gonna take my everyday highlight brush and blend it in. Wow, that's so pretty. Gonna go ahead and clean up these cheekbones. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I never really know what I want to do with my lips, so I kind of always just go with the flow. I sometimes do it off camera. I kind of did it on camera, but I didn't tell you guys what I used, so let me tell you. So for my lips today, I used 2 lip glosses. And first I went in with the Bite Beauty lip gloss, and this is in the shade Caramelized, and it's more of it's a brown pink type of nude, and I wanted to lighten it up a little bit, so I went in with this MAC lip gloss in the shade See Through, and it just gave me a really pretty neutral type of lip. It still is kind of on the pink peachy side, but it really goes with this eye look. It's not too nude, it's not too dark, it's not too light. So I really like how it came out. So my body is glowing, y'all. I went ahead and put on the Huda Beauty new illuminators that I have, but I don't have it right now. It's in my bathroom and your girl does not feel like getting up. But I did use that in this. I did go ahead and put that all over my body, and my body is just glowing. I used the, okay, so she has 3 shades. It was the middle shade, not like the real light one. It was more of the really pink, golden, kind of peachy undertone one. And then there was another one that was more like real bronze. I'll put the name right here so you guys know exactly which body glitter that I have on from Huda Beauty, and it's really nice. You guys know I love a good glow. But yeah, you guys, this is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Super easy, super full coverage and glam at the same time. You can wear this during the day, at nighttime, whichever you prefer, and it was just really easy. You know, these are my type of looks, and I don't even wear eyeshadow on a daily basis. When I do put on makeup, 99% of the time I don't even have on makeup. That's just me. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments down in the description below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.